The giant wall between the PC and Xbox users can finally be teared down, with everyone getting access to mods, and within the first few days we have seen a wave of mods coming to Xbox. Some of these mods have been so highly requested and desired, and today we're going to be focusing in on some of the best ship mods that you should really consider checking out, installing, and giving a crack. There'll be something here for you if you enjoy shipbuilding or considering looking at doing some shipbuilding. If you get anything out of these videos, definitely come along for the journey. Let's get into it. The first mod I highly recommend is the AvonTechShips mod. Now, this is going to be particularly huge for Xbox users because this will grant you over 150 new ship components to play with. We're only looking at a tiny fraction here, but as you can see in the screenshot provided in the mod, it has an absolute staggering amount. This mod was created by Chaos Nerb. I think that's how you pronounce it. The sheer amount of time this would have taken is commendable. So this mod comes with 5 cargo containers, shielded and non-shielded, and different variations, 5 Class A engines, 3 Class B engines, and 5 Class C engines. All of these will have different stats, so it really adds some fresh ship design looks, appeals. They all just function just like any other ship part, which can be recolored, redesigned. It has landing gear, which doesn't seem to be included in the mod yet, so not all the pieces will be there just yet, but expect them to come in the future. Comes with so many different parts, and in particular the structural aspect of this mod gives you so much freedom to mess around with. There's so many different pieces and some insanely unique and unusual shape. Now, just to give you an idea of how creative and expansive this mod is in terms of what you can do and create from a ship perspective, I'll just throw up a couple images quickly to show you what some of the other users have done. So some very unique and truly awesome ships here. Now, the next mod is very simple but a highly effective way to decorate your ship, and it is created by Inquisitor, which probably has the most mods on Nexus for Starfield currently. An absolute machine. You'll be seeing a plethora of his mods coming to Starfield on the Creations tab, and this mod is simply called the Glowing Ship Modules, and all it does is just add some awesome lights to various ship components, which can really exaggerate some of your ship features and builds, basically blinging them out. It looks fantastic. Here is some footage with the ship without a little bit of an extra glowing light, and then here is a ship with it. So it's simple and noticeable, but a really nice little mod here just to bling out your ships a bit further, especially if you're going for colored themes. Some of these modules will really help with that design. So the mod comes with 22 different ship modules. Of note, there are 12 different sort of skeg components. As you can see, quite a variety. Really like some of these. And if we zoom in a bit closer, you can see how nice they look and how detailed it is. Just adding a bit of glow and light really makes a big difference. Glowing radiators, and also many of the other Stroud components have been redone to include the lights as well, and plenty of other bits and pieces. Really nice cosmetic mod, but it makes a difference, and it is a fantastic one. I suggest to definitely download and try yourself and implement this into your builds. So the next couple of mods are quality of life, but man, oh man, these ones have been requested and huge for the Xbox community. So the first one we're going to look at is larger ship size limit. So at the moment, I think the longest you can have your ship is 40 by 40, around about that. So what this larger ship mod will do is allow us to extend our ship to 210. So to give you an example of what that means, so we'll grab this ship part here and we'll drag it all the way out to here to say 210. Can't even register the amount. So in theory, you're going to be able to build a ship that finally exceeds the 40 meters. Now, when I check flight, I am going to have an error because the larger ship size limit mod on the creation marketplace, that is only for Xbox users, at least to my understanding. For us PC players, we just get it off Nexus. All the Nexus mods are turned off just because some I'm still waiting to get updated. But what this will let you do with 100% certainty is to build and break the current ship size limit. So this one's going to be huge for a lot of you. Now, they say the recommended size is between 60 to 70 meters. I guarantee you, if you start building really big ships on Xbox, it is going to cause tons of performance issues. So keep that in mind. At least that is my experience when I've been messing around with giant ships. Even on PC with the pretty decent PC, you will get performance issues, at least just in the building menu, and your loads can take a really long time the larger the ships are. So keep that in mind. Next one is another quality of life, but it's a game changer for many of us. This mod is called Easier Shipbuilding. So what this mod will do is, if you visit the Atlantis, Aquila, and Neon ship technicians, instead of having all the different parts scattered around the known universe, you can now find them at these technicians. Don't mind the hideous build, it is purely a cargo ship. So instantly you may notice that all these components are listed, which is a game changer. It saves a lot of time and can be very handy if you're just trying to build a mess and muck around with ships. So Atlantis, Aquila, and Neon ship technicians will now have all the components listed. Very, very handy. Now this next mod is very, very similar. However, it is extremely handy. So what we want to do to be able to test this one is just go to one of our outposts. So once you're at your outpost on your ship landing bay, you just go to the terminal. And when you go to modify your ships, you will notice that just like that other mod we looked at, that unlocked all the components at all the different ship technicians, now at your local outpost ship landing bay, you will have access to all the components, giving you easy and quick access to build and modify your ships at your very own outpost. So you will not have to venture out. This can be extremely time-saving and beneficial to players who are building and mucking around ships. Really nice touch. I really do enjoy this one. Really a very, very handy mod. Simple but effective. Now, another really simple mod to add to your list of ship mods is your cargo hold ×2. So what this will do with all the different cargo is it's just going to double the amount of cargo it can hold. Very simple, but a highly recommended mod, especially if you are building base haulers, trying to move a ton of stuff around, moving stuff to another outpost, whatever the situation might be. This is a great one to have. This next one's very handy. What you can do is while you're on your ship, you open up your scanner and go into the decorate menu. We can now add mission boards. So you've got just a normal mission board. You've got the Tracker Alliance mission board. You got the Constellation mission board. And the really, really handy one is when you get bounties, you can just clear them on your ship now. And it also adds the Trade Authority. So these are very, very handy. So you can buy and sell stuff on your ship. So we go up to the Trade Authority and we want to sell some things. We can sell some stuff that we've got. You can sell some armor. Be potent if you are a base pirate and you need to sell some things. Really, really nice touch here. Now, do note the missions for the Freestar, Crimson Fleet, and Ryujin don't seem to be working just yet. So keep that in mind. There may be some fixes coming soon to get this completely functioning. So just keep in mind some of the faction Pacific notice boards, mission boards will be coming. But as you can see, this will be super handy and perfect for playing out whichever faction role playing or just making things very simple and easy. However, do keep in mind you need to have joined the Pacific faction to get the quest, is my understanding. You can't just put these on your ship and have access to the quest. You actually got to go through the story as normal. Once you're with that faction, you should be able to access their missions through these terminals. Now, there is another mod that you might not see yet, but should be coming fairly soon. And this is by the mod creator SKK, pretty well known modder. So what this mod will do will give you all the ship parts at all the vendors at any level, but you will still need the perks and the credits to access the certain restricted functionality that comes with that. So you might be able to get access to the Class B and Class C parts and components, but you won't be able to technically fly it until you get the correct perk. So that's just an example. So keep that in mind if you're having any issues, probably because you don't have the right perk. It also does a couple other things. So it removes the player level and vendor conditions from 740 base game ship part recipes. So that's just kind of explaining what we have up here. It's just removing some of the levels. So if you don't know, you will get access to certain components and parts for your ship as you level up in Starfield. You pretty much have every kind of equipment you can possibly get. That's, I believe, level 60 from the top of my head. Let me know in the comments if that's not right. And it also says here, it also removes quest conditions. So that mod, when it does come out, it'll probably be the better option instead of getting the easier shipbuilding. However, from my understanding, those ones will still require you to reach a certain level to access the Pacific components. Could be wrong there. Let me know in the comments if that's all right. But that just gives you an idea of a mod that's coming. Now, another one that's just come out, which is huge, is the Starfield Extended Rolling Deep Ship Command Rebalance. This mod alters the ship command perk to allow you to have up to 5 more crew members with each level. So now you can have up to 28 crew max. This is fantastic. I have a very similar mod, if not this mod, installed right now. I've been using it for ages. Very, very handy to have. So this mod also edits hubs that increase crew capacity to be more efficiently relevant to this mod. So basically, it just rebalances the hubs to allow more crew member because you are getting extra crew. But here we have a ship that can take 18 crew. Now you can keep scaling this higher. You just got to add the hubs that will increase your crew capacity. So as you can see here, battle stations will add 6, passenger slot 2, and so on. So just keep an eye out for the certain hubs. Add as many of those to the ships you want to get a higher crew count. But what we can do then, we make this our home ship and we go to our ship and go crew. We can start assigning everyone to the ship. So it's going to get mighty crowded in here, but this is a lot of fun. fine. It's cool to have like a complete crew, people everywhere. I need to get some more crew members, but you can see that they're all assigned to the ship. So then when you walk around, you'll find all your crew member walking around the ship. So that's just a really quick overview. It does come with the disclaimer of a little bit unsure how this will work for you Xbox users. So I do apologize about that, but from what I can see, this is displaying for you and you should be able to download it and give it a try. So there are some installation instructions for this mod. However, this is saying you need to run console commands. Now, I don't think Xbox can run console commands just yet. Let me know if you can, because what happens with this mod is it's not going to trigger until you actually rank up your command perk. So there might be issues for players that already have their command perk at the maximum rank 4. So in that case, you'd have to either go to NG or start a new game. At least that's my kind of thinking here, because according to Bethesda, this is available for Xbox users. However, if you are any other rank other than the maximum command perk rank, you just need to level up the command perk and then this mod will actually kick in. So just a bit of a disclaimer there. I'm not entirely sure how this will work for Xbox users when they are at the max command perk, because you won't be able to actually trigger this mod to activate. But let me know in the comments and I'll put a comment or note. So bear with me on this one, but it should be available for Xbox users. For the majority of you should be fine, hopefully. So another mod that I want to cover in more detail, probably in another video, that is worth mentioning if you are interested in some changes and overhaul to how you experience your NG Plus, that will grant some interesting options that include some ships that you can get access to, some interesting takes on sort of like a prefab ship landing bay that has a few different varieties coming with kiosks, crafting benches, as well as some enhanced weapons, shields, grab drive. So there's a lot in this mod, but so I'd want to take a little bit more time with that. So we'll come back and revisit this, but this is probably going to be a highly suggested mod as well. I just wanted to touch base on that in this video, just so you can have a look and scope it out. Thank you very much for watching. If you get anything out of this, consider liking, subscribing, commenting. Let me know what you think about some of these mods. You can let me know what mods you'd like me to cover, or if there's anything on your mind, just drop it in the comment. Thanks again and peace.